I am the Dancing Deplorable, also Pistol Packing Patriot. I was going to do things completely different tonight, but today I am still a little frazzled, I guess is a good word. So I figured I'd come on here and talk about. Let me make sure that we've got some things going here. Hold on. Make sure. Okay. That looks good. Okay, I'm adjourning this time. Okay. What I have is I've been working on this project for a while, since before Bard's Fest, and I I thought I wasn't going to be able to broadcast to D Live because um, well, for whatever reason, I didn't think I was going to be able to, and I posted my YouTube in my D Live account. So I apologize. That was kind of, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do this, but I tried it and it went through. So I guess they changed the rules a little bit on that. So yay! Because I like D Live way better than YouTube. Oh my gosh. I'll probably kick me off just for that. But I'm not on YouTube. Yes. Okay. Hi. Pistol Packing Patriot here. Started out a great morning on the Greenbeard 117 on D Live, the Greg Harvey show. He had Praying Medic on, and it was just a really good show and a really good chat this morning. And there's just so many great minds in that chat room, and I just love that. I'm finding that all over the place. Oh, you guys like my shirt? But what I have today, and I'm kind of having an issue with it because I can't load it into the platform in order to play it. And it's with a system that I'm not familiar with using with StreamYard. So it kind of takes over everything I'm trying to do on StreamYards. But I can go through it quick enough. I just didn't want to be like not paying attention to anybody talking or anything. So it'll take me a few minutes to go through that PowerPoint. It's a PowerPoint. And this is all my original stuff. And I've just been, gathering information here and there and putting it all together and gaming certain games that I'm drawn to. And now I understand why. God has a reason for doing things. And, it just amazes me every day, the little snippets that he shows you why you did this and when, like why did I play those types of games that can take a whole group of people. Not necessarily my son will take them and can make them go battle, but I can make them come in and gather and be a tribe and get things done, and that kind of thing. So, and by the way, I need to apply for Survivor. They probably already have the whole set for it anyways, but I might get in on the backup. But I'm really wanting to get on, do my audition and get on Survivor for 2023. Hopefully we'll be in a place and they're not wearing masks and going through testing. Anyways, okay. Let's see. Anyways, it is a PowerPoint, and I'm doing it just because it needs to get out there, because I have a feeling Brandon Straka has something similar that he's going to be talking about. Maybe I just kind of read between the lines, and it's strictly my opinion and strictly my own crap that I pull together. But I'm not always right. I would say 75 to 80% I'm right. Only because the Spirit of God and gives the wisdom and the knowledge and discernment and stuff like that, and then you kind of just like mix it up and go, okay, this is what you got. But anyways, it'll probably take me about maybe 10 minutes. I'll really try to go fast, and then I've already posted it in Telegram on the chat room for Greenbeard's chat, because I want everybody to be aware of people like me that can make things like this happen, just having an idea. And that is the one thing about America that, excuse me, fucking rocks, is because we can do anything that we set our minds to. Anything. And that is the one thing I believe that is that draw to people in other. I gotta change my glasses. These suck for this right now. Oh, sorry. I like my pen. That is the draw that people have in other countries, because they see our fierceness in our patriotism, our fierceness in our love of country, our fierceness in our love of flag. And people take passion out of context and put it into a category of anger and violence. And I think that's very wrong. And Christians do that, or people that profess they're Christians. I have my issues with some businesses in this town, and I'm not going to mention any names because I'm just not even going to go there because I don't even want to deal with it. But let's just put it this way. Facebook was contributing to because of my opinion of being a past employee and good at what I do, basically. And what happened at that job should never scare me away from stating my opinion about that company and what they were doing. Okay, so it's like, whatever. And I'm not going to say it. If anybody wants to ask me, you can message me on invisible Facebook. I think Messenger's working, but I don't know about Facebook, and I really don't care. I had another friend that said, I was really hoping it wasn't ever going to come back. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Completely. I'm like, bye. Bye. Yeah, no. Sorry, Facebook. I don't care. And Twitter? Let me show you a video. It's not very nice. So, bear with me. This is a long time ago. This is before I really got close to God, okay? But I got to show you it because it's really funny, okay? So, and everybody needs a laugh, so you better laugh, okay? Seriously, you better laugh. Okay, this is for all you tweeters out there on Twitter. Twitter is not a dating site. Please stop sending me messages. Hi, how are you? Where do you live? What do you look like? How old are you? I'm fucking old, motherfucker. I don't want to date on Twitter. Give me a fucking break. I'm MAGA. M-A-G-A. Go Trump. That was, about a year and a half ago. At the other place that I was living where they kicked me out during the middle of the COVID. And then I moved here. And I'm living with a person that was into quantum healing hypnosis therapy, aka channeling demons. I am not kidding you. The conversations that her and I have, we're getting ready to go live with. Okay? So when you see Mariah and Milo pop up at the same time, you better watch out, because that's going to be big. Oh, also, I have another friend that will be coming on here soon. I'm not sure. We haven't made a date yet. Her name is Pamela. And we're going to bring in, we're each going to bring also a friend in. And we're going to have a session of brainstorming. And it's going to be brainstorming with Milo and Pamela. and that's going to be upcoming. Hopefully this week, but if not, probably next week is what I'm thinking. And that's going to be really good because she's one of my really, really good friends. I'm kind of one of those people that I'm a weirdo. I like brains, so I tend to veer towards people that are kind of brainiac. Because, well, the way I look at it, okay, this is what I was taught, okay? The way I look at it is if you hang around smart people, you'll get smarter, right? Because that's what they say, like if you, like, I play billiards and I'm not going to lie, I'm good at it. I'm actually, dang, maybe I can make some money. I'm actually very good at it. But anyways, I knew that when I would watch people play, I would play them according to their ability and my um, attitude. Like if I wanted free drinks all night, which it didn't take much, trust me, it didn't take much for me. And it's like I didn't have to. I was not feminine. I was not. I mean, I was feminine more than I am this, but this is a combination of being ex-lesbian and old. So that's what you get. Um, anyways, so holy, totally different time. And now I totally lost my train of thought. Hi, Justice. How are you doing today, honey? I sure miss you. Thanks for joining. This is funny. But so yeah, just got a lot of stuff coming up. Got the Milo and Pamela with the brainstorming. Have Mariah and Milo coming up, and I still have my. Where's my? What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Oh, I still have this that I'm going to start, which is the prayer. How to pray, but it's more about there's specific prayers at the end of each chapter, and there's a lot of information in here in between, especially when it gets to loosing and binding and power and authority, which is very interesting. That I thought that Praying Medic was talking about that this morning with Greg Greenberg. So everybody's on the same page, which I think is fantastic because I can go right back in and kind of be on the same understanding of what type of conversation they've had. So it's really easy for me to jump in that stuff because I mean, where Dave is coming from is where I'm coming from. He's done a lot of research on my pastor, so he does a lot of stuff that I totally can relate to because it's like listening to my pastor or listening to him talk about him or things that my pastor talked about. But a whole nother story. But let me take a drink real quick here. But the reason I'm doing this show today, and I'm in really a lot of pain right now. I'm like, I wasn't gonna come on, and I was gonna come on, and I wasn't gonna come on. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go on. Is this PowerPoint? I think it's, and I like being good at what I do. Anything. I don't like doing anything half-ass. I've never been like that. It's just not me. So it's like I spend a lot of time making things. I just like doing stuff like this, especially like PowerPoints, because we had to do them in college. And it's like, and it was super easy because, you could sit down there and whip them out. Blah, blah, blah. But now they have the templates are so easy, and then you can go in and change the background. You can flip around things and bring in graphs and all this other crap. And you're like, oh, this is really great. So now I feel like I'm like the pro PowerPoint person. And I'm like, oh my God. So you guys have to let me know what you think about it, because I haven't put it now at the point, and I haven't had time, but I need to get it out there because you guys need to see this stuff and people need to be talking about it, that it's people are talking about it. And it's not just me. I mean, I've already started talking about my area of influence here in my town and with the people that I know. They're already talking about things, but now I need to get it here so they know that, we're Americans and we can do anything. So, hot diggity dog. So it's going to take me a few minutes to go through this, and I'm not going to try and go too fast, but I don't want to go too slow. And I'm not going to, I kind of taught you a little bit, but I'm not going to read it all. I'll just kind of blip on a screen and leave it there for 30 seconds. And then, like I said, it's available. It's available on my Telegram. And maybe I can put the link in there for that. Let me pull that up really quick. I know you guys can't see that, but hold on. Oh, there I am. Okay, let me bring in. Gamma. Why aren't you doing me? There it goes. Now, view channel. Thank you. Okay, why can't I see the... Okay, hold on. Oh, you can create a poll. Well, I don't know why it is not oh, there it is. Is that it? I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't like... Okay, let me see if this is it. Sorry, you guys. I'm like, why are you acting so weird, Telegram? Okay, I'm gonna put I'll put a banner here. Paste. Oh, show it. Oh yeah. Okay, on my Telegram. Maybe I'll pin it. It's like the last one I posted, or pretty close to the last one. But it's a document, little square thing, just by itself. But you can view it there if you want to look enough that you want to look at it. I'm not telling anybody to go look at it. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. I'm just saying, as after I'm done with it, if there's something that you wanted to look at closer, it's available to go do that. So let me get rid of that. And let's see. Worship warrior. Oh, and of course the dogs are barking. Isn't that wonderful? Nope, that's not gonna work either. Brand. Let's go back to brand. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do a share screen, but it when I do the PowerPoint, it takes over my screen. So I can't see anything I'm doing or see anything that anybody else is doing. I may be able to see the chat. Hi, Gloria. Welcome. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to talk about that PowerPoint that I posted over there, Gloria. I'm going to pull that up and kind of go through it quickly. I just had a roommate come home, so if you hear dog barking or somebody yells in the background, that's what it is. Anyways. Okay. Like, all my crap is showing. So when it takes over, I'll go through it and I'll just kind of briefly talk a little bit about it. And then, yeah, Gloria, the reason that, I don't know if you've seen that, I'm sure you have, everybody's seeing everything, but the reason Telegram is being wonky today is because over 50 million people have got onto it today. Just today, since 10 o'clock, since everything else went down earlier, which Facebook, I think, is back on. I know Messenger is. That maybe too. So you might check it again. But that's probably why. There's just so many. It's getting logged down because the people are going. Well, what's available? Let's go look on the internet, Gracie. Honey, let's get on the internet. Facebook is down. How are we going to talk to the kids? Oh my gosh, I think it's hilarious. Half of my friends, I was talking earlier, I'm like, everyone's like, yay, Facebook is gone, yay. Oh, it's back. I don't know. I put it in my title. that the day Facebook almost died. I couldn't resist. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to work that one because everybody's going to be looking at that stuff. It's so funny. With people, there's a trick. There is a serious trick to using current information to really grab an audience. Because I'm like, that's the first thing. I don't care who it is. I'll go and look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, go. I don't care who it is. Joe Smith in Minnesota. Hey, Joe, I'm following you. Whoever's giving the truth, who cares? That's the way I look at it. But anyways, okay, so let me go ahead and do this and get over that, and then maybe we can talk about it. And then, hi, well, hello, California. Have people been telling me about going to your channel and watching you? Because I haven't had time. I've been working on this PowerPoint I'm getting ready to show. Hi, AF. Thanks for coming, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Now I'm like, okay. Well, at least I'm not crying like the last time. But anyways, okay. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate that. I really think this is really great information, and I really hope that people can grasp what I'm trying to show you, because I have a drive, an American dream drive, that even though I am in poverty and have $0, I am the happiest person on this planet because, number one, I know where I'm going. I know who lives inside me. I know who's got my back, and I know who my friends are right now. And it's like, and all this other stuff is just a movie. And I have enough faith for my entire town of 165 people, 165,000 people. I've been serious hardcore with all of this stuff for a long time. I'm an ex-lesbian. I've been through hell and back, just like Greg has. It's just from point A to point B, and I have a lot of information to share with everybody. So if you'll bear with me through this, I'll try and chit chat with you, and I could probably look a little bit more on onto the chat because I'm looking at it on my phone. Because I can't, StreamYards doesn't stream it into the platform where I can view it. At least I don't think they're doing that. Let me look again. Hey. And of course, my Satan, get out of my way right now in the name of Jesus. Get out of here. You are not welcome here. Hold on. It's always something digital. Okay. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Just my luck, my computer will be overheating. Oh, yeah. Well, don't put paper on it then, Milo. It won't overheat. Okay, there it goes. Let me do this here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this, and then I'll I don't know why, but I need this. What is going on? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. I cannot get my mouse to work. Let me turn it off. Terribly sorry. Excuse me. Hey, do you guys like my pen? Let me see. There. Can you see it? Can you see my pen? I'm going to reconnect this thing and see. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know. That's really funny. Hang on. Okay, it's still not working. Okay, so let me go ahead and start this then. I'll just have to do it from over here. So this presentation, share screen. I do not think I have it open. Hold on. Okay. Um, it's called share. It's called America. You know what? I'm going to. I don't think I can do this. Let me see. Okay, let me just go ahead and. I'm gonna be like. Well, maybe. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, that's gonna make it weird. You should probably be looking in like a tunnel effect. I don't want you to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to do the slideshow because it just shows it shows up the whole screen. So that's what I'm hoping that you see. Is that what you guys see? Is the whole screen? Justice, you guys still there? America's first community co-op one, created by Milo. Um, I don't know what this. Hold on. Something is recording and I don't want it to record my sound. Well, I guess that's okay too. Okay, well, anyways, this is America's first community co op. Agenda topics, project description. Basically, a co op community for American Patriots. I need to change some wording because it's not God right, but self sufficiency. I think it's self uh, reliant. I'm not sure. I've got to change that. From all government, everything. Basically, getting off of government, everything. Americans can do anything they set their minds to. Moneymaker starts that bring in money ASAP. The American dream becomes reality in our community. Hi. Oh, doing dishes. Okay, Gloria. Hi, Lazarus. Welcome. Thanks for coming. I'm doing a presentation here real quick. I'm having some difficulties with my mouse, but hopefully it's on the whole screen and you guys can see it. Um, Maybe you can still see me. Can you guys still see me too? I think I see me, so I'm assuming. Yeah, you do see me. Okay. So sorry, I'm not looking at the camera because I've got my camera computer off to the side because I have to look on the big screen because I'm blind. I can't see the computer screen. Okay, now you know secrets. Ah, okay. Um, Project. What I've been working on, creating a self-sustaining, diverse American first community that has all the needed services to fulfill a family and for singles all the things they need to have that is not controlled by anything in the government, by the deep state or the cabal. Basically, walking away from all liberal businesses and taking them indoors and going strictly patriots. Um, we One thing I think God uses me in a weird way because now it's like I just see it everywhere in everything and everybody, and it's really hard. It's hard to be anywhere, you guys, because of some of the things that I know, and then God, the Holy Spirit, reveals things, and then it's like, oh, it's just weird. Anyways, we no longer accept anyone using intimidation, manipulation, or domination to our God-given freedoms. Period. I have zero tolerance for bullshit when I'm out in public. I'm in constant dilemmas. Basically, I believe what's happening is demons are manifesting, is what's happening. Because I mean, it's it's bad. It's really interesting, and I don't do anything other than not wearing a mask and not complying with whatever or having a sign. It's weird. It's funny. Basically, how I figured it would be an easy start is through signups, having so many people wanting to get the hell out of the government crap all the way across the board that everybody would just go like, oh yeah, let's do it. And they would just, every town would just jump in on it. And this isn't anything I want. This is just an idea that everybody can take off with. And that's why I'm doing it. And I'm really sorry that I'm talking so fast, but I really believe this is super important. But I believe it could be done through signups, donations, services on the site, or multiple sites that can create the income, schooling and training our children as apprentices, using the elderly infused into this community because they need to have a place to feel worth. And what better, you know, wait till I show you all this stuff, you guys. And a full, and when I get to the end, I'll show you the full kiosk idea I have. Okay, so let me move to the next one here. So basically, I have realistic objectives. I believe key people, which are patriots, we're all going to vet each other, which we do not have a problem with. Basically, key people to secure the facility through the vetting of all, making money to save money, God given freedoms, fruit of the Holy Spirit, dependence on God, not dependence on self. We always say that, but we really don't. We need to depend on God all the way, 100%, and all be together on the same page, doing the same thing. Strictly, hardcore United States Constitution, America first values, mentoring and apprentices. I'll slow down. Sorry. I'm just really super excited about this, you guys. Bringing the elderly into a place, into. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on up here, because you're going to make a stink until you do. Come on. Come on. It's my cat. He has apparently got let in from outside because I let him out so that it's coming in here while I'm doing this. So funny. There are kids. And I have a child. He lives in Washington. Well, come up here. Come on. They want to see you now. Come on. Yeah, here's my cat. Here's my cat. You see my cat? Yeah, he's a Norwegian forest cat. You're going to have to go outside, buddy. You're going to have to wait. But the thing about the bringing in the elderly into volunteering and finding a place where they can feel great worth, because I think that's, and people have been talking about, I've seen some other things where they've combined nurseries or like daycare or whatever with nursing homes. Living the American dream, free from government, slavery. Let's go to the next one. Okay. People want their rights and freedoms back now, eliminating all government handouts, including Medicaid, creating a trade network through community with all available resources, creating a community space for everyone who loves America and its values. All volunteers start, then move forward into paid positions, creating actual learning environments for our children to succeed in, and so much more. And I know I said I wasn't going to read it all because I'm really not. But if you guys haven't read the 1776 report, I seriously suggest doing that because it's a very informative report that Trump released January of this year. And it's long, but it's really informative. So I encourage you to read it. And I believe that we can do these so simply through volunteers, paid positions, internships, and mentors, and the resources that we would have of those kinds of people would be doctors and nurses, school teachers, veterans, the retired, the elderly, all us patriots, the police and the fire and the METs that don't have jobs now, and we would do this through donations. We could also offer daycare and use those monies for the daycare to put back into, the community hub plan for everyone. And I think it would easily, and this isn't something I'm asking for. Don't send me money for this. This isn't my plan. My plan is if it's created, I don't see how that couldn't work. If you had like a single person would be $20 and a family would be $50 a month. And people could pay that. I mean, if you could pay it up front, talk about a start off, and then everybody, I just have way more. And then trading, through going back through trading again. like time for. Hold on one second. I gotta shut the door. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I need to get some background music. um, yeah. So let's go to the next one. Main discussion: funds and facility. Basic immediate growth expected through volunteers, because everybody's basically, sitting around going, "What the hell are we going to do?" Um, you can start it in a home, you could start it in a warehouse, you can start it in old grocery stores, old department store, whatever is available, whatever you can find that that's cost effective, that somebody wants to donate. I'm in this thing, and as far as resources, there are people that know how to call people and get donations and resources, and I'm good at some of that stuff, but there are other people that are even better at it. But when people start seeing things like this, they understand how easy it really is. Because if you just have an idea, boom, there, boom, you're just so there. No, he wanted to go outside. He likes to come in and out like every 10 or 15 minutes. And if I don't, and when I'm here by myself, I can let him out and I know it's cool, my cat. And then, but one of my roommates came home and let him back in. So he's like, "Oh, I want to go back outside." So I just locked him out of the room so he can't get back in now. So sorry about that, you guys. But easily done through donations, contributions, volunteered time, volunteered skills, volunteered resources, volunteered gift cards, those kinds of things. Things that people have, access to, already have, things like that. Um, Next discussion would be survival to self-sustainment. That was the word I was looking for earlier, the self-sustainment, which I think I looked it up, and I think it means. Oh, I'll have to look it up, and then I'll have it later to show you guys. But four main areas of focus is food and water, security, school, and healthcare. Okay. And basically, I kind of put them into a real quick, and I'm not going to read through it because you guys, if you're interested, you can go and look. But it kind of gives you an idea just of what I'm thinking that each section can, pop in these things. And when I get a little bit further, I'll show you where I've implemented into the ones that I've listed that can make money that can go right back into the community again. So it's a very good. I think it is. We'll see how well it goes over. Ourself, our community, and our God given rights. Safety, security, and insurance. As you can see here, I've got a list, and the left side is going to be the most important thing, and that's probably what I'm going to kind of pay attention to. And then the other stuff is just the secondary stuff. So kind of keep that in mind as we go through the rest of the slides. There's like 3 more like this. But as you can see, and the reasons that I put security is because that's a big issue for all of us right now. We don't know if we can go to the hospital. We don't know if we're going to get arrested. We don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. So security, IT, administration, lawyers, bank, insurance, lawyers and insurance, and bank on site would be like something like an ATM, and a person like, the tiny ones they have like at your little tiny grocery stores. They have like a little tiny bank in the back, like they have a pharmacy or something, but it's tinier and it's a bank. Yeah, that could easily be done in a small grocery store setting, building size. You know what I'm saying? Hook it up on the wall, on the back wall, and make a cubicle out of it. And my big thing that I'm hardcore on and I want to be involved in this town where I live is the checks and balances. And we all want law and order because that's why we're here, right? Okay. Next one is food and water. Food, perishables, dry goods, water, grocery store. And see here, you can see the dollar marks. These are the places that we could make money to put back into the community very easily. So food, perishables, dry goods, water goods, grocery store, we can make money. Farmers market, we can make money. Butcher, we can make money. On-site garden, we can make money. And off-site garden, farmers and gardeners. greenhouse on site, make money. I will go to the right because we do have some money making things on the other side as well, and it might perk your interest a little bit more. Coffee Hub could make money. You have a little, like, I don't even want to say Starbucks. I'm trying to find out. I want to. I would start with something like make the Bard's Fest coffee available, although it wouldn't be something, I don't know if you could, it would be too expensive to sell per cup kind of thing. But, just have patriotic, and I know there's some patriotic veterans that do coffee. So that would be like the number one would be veterans at the top and then down from there. Um, but a full cafeteria on site, and that's for what I'm getting to next, and I'll tell you why we need a cafeteria, church and a prayer hub, prepping and canning area in the cafeteria where we can use the area for that. We could also make money to put back in the community for that. Survival necessities, catering, and lunches to go. Lunches to go is two part for me. The way I look at it, leftovers. We can make a set amount of lunches. When you set out your amount that you have for per kid or whatever, and you always have your extra. There's always extra left over. So those lunches would go to the homeless. But the ones that we made prior to, like, making lunch at the time to make lunches to go, those would be available for people to come and pick up if they wanted to pick up on like at the way to work or something like that, or something. That kind of thing, money making. Okay, so let's go here. God, I hope this isn't boring. School and training. Now this is where I think it gets really complex, but super interesting and super exciting. Because if you think about it all the way around, this could potentially be so amazing that our kids would be so more amazing than they already are. I don't know about you. I mean, I got a kid and he dropped out of high school. He passed his GED with a ninth grade education in the top 10% when he was 24 years old after taking it one time. There's a lot of kids out there right now, y'all, in the gaming area that they're watching us, hardcore watching us, and yeah. But the basically on site for the community, and that's why I say it would be a warehouse type of a setting or a large building, because you could do an entire school setting for just our kids. And I don't have young kids, and when I speak to kids, I'm talking about your kids, my kids, our kids, everybody's kids that wants to be a part of this America First agenda, which is at the top. School training, mentoring, and the America First agenda is to train up individuals like they didn't train us. And I don't like even using that word, train. Teaching, and learning hands-on experience, especially with your parent. It's like going back to tribal. And it's like, and that's a whole nother story too. I've read plenty of books on that. But the internship and the training and the mentoring and the apprentices possibilities with just those four things would completely eliminate the homeless, because we could figure something out for housing for them, like a trailer outside or something, and then just, facilitate people in and get them healed up and working and, whatever. I just have a lot of ideas, a lot of great ideas. And I just totally see us getting rid of homelessness too. Having U.S. Constitution classes, Declaration of Independence, Pledge of Allegiance every day, in the entire building, daycare facility that can make money, put money back into the community, painting and drawing, because the students were going to have an art program. So the painting and drawing department, they can set aside a certain amount of artwork and then, put it up for auction or something like that. Super easy to do those kinds of things because, yeah, super easy. I know how to do. Oh my gosh. I just realized I worked in the gallery and I know how all that works too. ceramics, get a kiln on site. You can start small and then go big. But that, that creates something that you have a training, a training place. You have willing volunteers to come in and teach. Trust me when I tell you that there will be an overflow of volunteers, of people willing to volunteer their time in order to make something like this happen. If they truly want to be free from all this garbage that they've dished out to us over our lifetime. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'll take on anything, anywhere, from anything at this point. And I feel completely stuck because I don't have a freaking car. I have a bicycle and I don't even want to ride it anymore. And I can't even ride the bus anymore because I've probably been harassed by the bus company over 20 times since COVID started. And I've yet to find a lawyer that I could talk to about it. But anyway, ceramics, wood and metal shop, welding, you'll always have somebody that, can repair things, like mechanics can work in the metal shop. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like everybody has skills in these things and they're doing jobs that they hate. We're doing jobs that we hate. And we want something like this where we can do what we love and we can teach our children the same thing or other people's children and get excited about living again instead of all this working to live, living to work bullshit. It's bullshit and it needs to stop. Everybody needs to be working part-time, not all day, period. I'm very passionate about this, you guys. I'm serious. Make it happen. Figure it out. You need to not be working 8 hours a day. 4 to 5 hours, that's it. You're done. Period. Okay? Take it from me. You're going to end up old and decrepit, blind and deaf like Milo. But we can even have sewing and fibers and dancing and singing and gym and the America First agenda, y'all. That's what I'm about. And now we're to, this important thing that's been going on and this deception and what's going on in the hospitals and what's going on in nursing homes. And let me tell you, I am pissed off about what's going on in the nursing homes. Pissed off because I watched them kill my mother in 2016. And I'm not going to say who it is because it would be a slander. Talking about that in the beginning of the show. Yeah, never mind. Anyways. Meeting the needs of the communities, I think I did that all wrong. That word is wrong. Without death and mayhem. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Hi, Laren. Welcome. Thanks for following. Can you hear my cat scratching? He's trying to get in. He can get to the food and water. Okay, just to let you know. I locked him just out of the living space. But he just like, Mom, open the door. I'm like, no. See, he's back talking to me. Oh, talk about a back talker. One of these days I'll get him on here and I'll show you how he back talks to me. Okay, so supporting the content of healthcare. Okay. We could immediately all go on Doc's on call. Hey Doc, we need you to go see Mrs. Our senior, Mrs. Elderly, Alberta Smith. Can you go over there and, she's not feeling well. Could you just go do a checkup on her? Dr. Henderson. Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. And he gets in his car and he goes over there and knocks on her door. Mrs. Henderson, Dr. Smith here, whatever. Get back to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about, people. That's what it's about. And the nurses can be on site. Okay? They can be on site because we're going to need them there for the school kids. So we got to have nurses, right? Healthcare for everyone. Everyone. Doesn't matter. It's all combined. Dentist, and you're going to go, oh, well, how can we afford that? Well, I'm getting to that. Dentist, optometrist. Oh, I think the dog saw the cat. And EMTs. Okay, because I know that a lot of them have walked away from their jobs too, and they're looking for a place to make a difference because I'm sure they're tired of it. Homeopathic health, blood work, emergency surgical van. That's a big thing. The emergency surgical van bus, that is something that I believe with the right person doing the research and the phone calls and talking to people, that a lot of people may be able to get one donated just because of everything that's going on. It's just trust me on this, okay? Just trust me on this. Emergency hospital crews. Okay, this is something I want you guys to really hear me. Please, 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 please hear me. Please, please hear me. We have to figure this out until we take control back of this whole thing. What I think that we need to do, and I know that they're doing it on like a doctor level and things like that, but I believe that we can make crews, like emergency hospital crews, where we can go in with like, oh my God, I have to go to the hospital. It's an emergency, but I need Larry, Joe, Sarah, John, and Timothy. They're on the team for today. Escort Mrs. Jones to the hospital. And they stay with her all the time. Not like everybody, but everybody has like a shift. They come in and back up and they're on like a slip. We got the lawyers, back before we got the lawyers, we got the insurance, we got all that stuff to back it up. We've got, all this documentation, and we have all these people that, can go in and do this and can offer the support so that we're not setting our people in to die, because that's the way I feel about the hospitals. It's like, I don't want anybody that I know to go to the hospital or a nursing home, because they are going to die. And it pisses me off because they have so much control right now. And absolutely, in this is going to be no big pharma. Now, we do need some things, aspirin, Tylenol, ivermectin, things like that, but not big pharma with the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see that at the bottom. Okay. So this is like, I'm almost done. It's almost done. It's just a few more. And this will go fast because they're really short. Our community, America First Agenda Hub, the members and the volunteers basically are going to be made up of Patriots, volunteers, retired, the elderly, and our children. Because that's what we do. We teach our children what we do. And we teach them in everything so that when they leave, they know how to do everything so that they don't have to depend on anybody to do anything for them. Cooking, cleaning, sewing, nothing. They don't have to depend on anybody. Not a wife, not a husband. Everybody wants to get, whatever. But you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? We are all created equal in God's sight, and no one should ever be above anyone else. People who believe in the America dream. Everyone is welcome who has an America First agenda, dedication, honor, and integrity, love, peace, and joy. Now, this is the kiosk hub, and this is the fun thing, because this is where I could use a lot of input, because I know you guys have a lot of great ideas, and I was getting to the end of this afternoon, because I basically did this PowerPoint. I started it yesterday, and I finished it this afternoon. So I've been spending a lot of time on this, trying to make it, but it needs more for this one. And those are not titles for these sections. It was just the graphic that I could find at the time that I was looking for what I needed to put in there, and that's the colors that came up. But basically, my kiosk hub idea is within the facility, you would have one area that would strictly be like, when you go to like your cell phone company and you go into the store, and I don't know, I just kind of think of that setting. But it's kind of an open setting like that. But in the middle of the room, you would have something like a wall in the center. Okay. And on both sides of the wall, you would have like the Back to the Future, it had all the screens on that one big screen. It would basically have all separate, like these kiosk type things, like you see at the mall. You know, they have the little island that they sit at. Well, it wouldn't really be an island. It would be a little like a computer screen that you can order whatever you needed to order off of, for whoever it is local. And then everything, we have a delivery, and I don't even think that was in the beginning. The deliveries and the mailroom and all that. That's with the security. So I have a lot of detailed stuff that I didn't put in here that's really detailed as far as each specific section that I had. Like each word that I have a page for each word that I put on the presentation, and I didn't put the information behind it. So that's how much information I have. Okay, so like security would be in charge. I thought I had that. I must have went through it too fast. Sorry. Let's see here. Okay. So on the kiosk hub, guns and ammo, locally, I mean, basically, you have to see what's available, which would be nice, because I don't know about you, but trying to find ammo in this town has been freaking ridiculous. $40 for what? $40 for what? 50 rounds? That's a lot. I was paying $25 last year for it. Now it's $40. Yeah. So guns and ammo, insurance, lawn and landscaping, artists, dentists, optometrists, everything that could be off-site could have their own little kiosk, like a little marquee for their own company. But they can order off of that, or they can have like a pad. And things are super easy. It can just go from that to that. Like they have at the grocery store, you have your little thing you pick up, and you go, oh, I want to buy that. Yeah, I want to buy that. Okay, click, click, click. Okay, I'm checking out. You know what I'm talking about. Super easy kiosk wall. Okay, but I just think that was something fun. So the project summary. A basic ground plan for a grassroots beginning of taking our freedoms back from the government and its entities. I believe that we Americans can do anything we set our minds to do. I also believe that as a nation, we need to bring back God into not only our personal lives, but also into our community, towns, cities, states, and abroad. We really cannot do this without God anymore. Future proves past. Let's make changes so big that there will never be a path back to what we once were. I truly would appreciate any comments or input that would help this along. God bless America, the land of the free. Okay, so let's end that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. All right, I'm back. Well, I didn't leave, but anyways. Okay, so that is my presentation. Love you, Justice. Take care. I'll see you later, hon. Shoot me a note when you get a chance. But yeah, if you guys could give me some comments or anything, that would be great. And I just think that just getting it out there so that people can see it is a big thing. And what's great is as soon as I get done with this stream, StreamYards makes it really easy. I can download the video and then I can go over and just download it onto my YouTube channel. So I'll have it over there too, so I can reach some more people. But I just think that we can do this, and it's seemingly so easy. We just have to have everybody on the same page. I mean, not my page. I'm just saying, if you have a community, like I know of a group, my roommate has a group of 500 people that she oversees every week, that she does her Patriot thing, the prepper groups and all the other stuff that they have going. Then there's another group that's meeting tonight. Actually, they're meeting right now. You might want to follow them on Facebook. If it still exists. Oh, by the way, MySpace is back up. But Stand for the Constitution. We have some interesting things going on here. I don't know if a lot of you follow what's going on in Mesa County, Colorado, with Tina Peters being on Mike Lindell's cyber symposium. But ever since then, well, thank God Tina Peters was smart enough to download the copy that she was required to do by law of the Dominion machines that we had, so that, she was abiding by the law. And then what happened is they came in, and I won't say who, because you might take me down for that. I don't care. Gina Griswold, I'm nobody. Who's going to see this? I mean, not enough for me anyways, but Gina Griswold, which is the Secretary of State of Colorado, she's got quite the plan for us. You guys have been following it, but you might look what they had in plan. Basically, whatever we see happening, that they're like trying to be totally tyrannical, is things that they've already had on the books, ready to go, and they're just trying to throw shit in wherever they can think they can fit something in. Right? Let's throw that in there now. Go ahead, yeah, throw that in there. So that's what we're seeing a lot of. But I think today was really funny. I think it was really great, especially when we're live with watching Greg this morning, and then I don't know who the heck it was. I think my roommate texted me and said, "Hey, Facebook is down," and then I texted it in the room, and then everybody started talking, and everybody started checking, and we're like, "Oh shit." I don't know, something, whatever. I don't even know how to remember. But it was just funny. I'm just glad. I still wish I would have stayed gone. I bet you a lot of people shit their pants today. Oh my God, my Facebook account. Yeah, whatever. Too funny. But anyways, I think the more people that know about other people having ideas and answers, solutions to problems. And I think that's where we're at, is we're looking for people with solutions to problems. And I think this could be a really big one. But I don't have any, I have some more things, like I said, I'm going to do this week. I don't really have a whole lot. I don't know what else to talk about today other than that, because I'm just like exhausted. I haven't really slept very much either, and I'm still in pain. But I do want to say that I love you guys, and there's just so much going on that it's hard to keep up with everything. And I'm not trying to keep up with everything anymore. It's too exhausting. I think Gray and Dave were talking about that this morning as well. But I'm anxious to do a little deep diving in dream symbols and see if I can bring up anything from my memory. Because I've had a lot of my dreams mostly are like flying dreams, or and with power lines. And see, like being in houses with lots of rooms and having to crawl through little spaces to get to other areas of those rooms. Yeah, and then I had this wondering, and it's the one that was the most disturbing, but I think it was the one that was the most revealing to me, because it was something like I'm a water baby. I grew up in the water. I love to be in the water. I try to take a bath every day. I love my soaky baths. That's what I do. It's my time with God. I just really like that time. And my, body rejuvenation. But I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, I'm looking forward to doing this on a regular basis. I'm trying to get things figured out, but I'm glad that StreamYards is streaming, letting just the single go through with that because they weren't before. So I'm super, because like I said, I really like DLive. It's a much better audience. They're just a lot more. You guys are a lot more fun. I think my button's getting ready to fall off. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's in there. I think I bent it. Yeah, I did. Okay, in case you didn't see it before. Yeah. These were my mom's right here. They're really old. I think they might be antiques. I don't know. I'm having issues with the camera being opposite. One of these days I'll figure that out. But thanks for joining me and listening to my presentation. And if you watch me later, thank you so much for stopping and watching my presentation. And talk to people about stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be my stuff. Sorry, never mind. They're little fruit flies. Yeah, whole nother story. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do the same 5:30. Tomorrow I'm gonna start coming on every day because I have a lot of content and I really want to get a lot of this stuff out because it's like driving me crazy, sticks being in my head. And if I get it out, then I can be done with it, and then I don't have to worry about it. And then when it comes back, then I can talk about it, and then it's a lot easier then instead of like going, oh my god, I don't know. I really like words, and if I get to a point to where I can do call-ins, then word challenge on. I love words. I love playing with words mostly. I guess I should be clear about that. I love playing with them and being old. Oh my god! Oh my god! I love being. I can't really say that I'm old because I'm only 56. Okay, I know I probably look older. Hopefully, I look younger. But anyway, I'm like a big kid. I can't help it. It is in my soul. It is in my being. It is part of my spirit. I am a child when it comes to certain things, and God is one of them. And I'm seriously still a toddler in a lot of ways. I do refer to myself sometimes as petulant child number 9762, just so that you guys know that every day it's a battle, and every day we sin, and every day we need to ask forgiveness. And as soon as people figure that out, everything will get so much easier. But so much, I don't know. It depends on how. I think it depends on how far people want to dive in. You know, do you really want God to know your deep, darkest secrets? It's like, yeah, sorry, yeah, you know them all. You got it. There it is. Because it's freeing to be rid of it. It's freeing to not live there anymore. It's freeing to be moving forward into the light even more. It's also nice knowing that I have a room prepared for me. It's also nice knowing that all my friends are going to be there too. We're going to have a moment to talk about it. And some of you that watch this are possibly choppers. And I want to share a vision that I had with the choppers that come in and see this video. That I had a vision of, and I think I told a couple people, sorry, I'm ADHD, so I'm like, you see me moving around, and that's why, and I start playing with things, and I'm sorry. So, I forgot again. Yeah, choppers. Okay, Wanda, I had a vision. I believe God showed me a vision of Wanda, and I have to tell you that it was one of the happiest days of my life. Was that vision of Wanda Chopper waving at me from behind the veil. And everybody that was behind her was all my family and my friends. But Wanda was in the front because she was the most recent that left. And I can't begin to tell you how happy everybody was. I can't begin to tell you guys how happy everybody is in heaven. How happy everybody is. And how they're rooting for us. They're all rooting for us. All the time. All the time. All the time. But the smiles on their faces, y'all. The smiles on their faces, I will never forget. But Wanda was in the front. And I can't wait to see her smiling face when I get there. Because it was so profound. It truly was. You know, there's moments in your life that, define you. Like having children. You're a mom or dad. That kind of thing. But two things I've noticed about things that aren't easily reachable in the material world. It's those kinds of things. Is those types of visions of our loved ones and people that have passed and things like that. But I know now that God has a plan for me. And I'm walking into that plan. And I'm a toddler right now, like I was saying before. A lot of things I am a toddler, and that is basically around my self-control and my feelings. Because let me tell you what I'm dealing with, and maybe you guys, some of you can understand this because you're looking at it from the side, and now I'm looking at it too, and I know what it is. But if you look at it this way, and what I've been subjected to, and I need healing. I need healing in a lot of areas of my life, and I haven't found anybody I trust enough to pray over me. And I'm not saying that lightly, because I have serious trust issues, and yeah. But I'm saying again, I hate when I do that. I'm gonna really try hard to stay focused on what I'm talking about, or maybe try and jot down things. But the spiritual, oh God, okay, that was what it was the ability. God created us to fellowship with Him. He wanted friends. I can't be even any more blunt than that. And I got tissue fuzz all over. God created us for friendship, for hanging out with us. Because He knew that we would love Him for that, what He gave us. Paradise. Heaven on earth. Paradise. How could we not? And then all the other stuff happened, and here we are today, dealing with 7 generations of our ancestors, bullshit, occult, idol worship, whatever it was. And everybody was not perfect going back in your lineage. I got pedophile uncle And my grandfather raped my... Never mind. I don't want to say that. I just, you know, well, I can say that my uncle raped my mother and my grandfather. Yeah. Yeah, there's some serious shit that is generational crap that, whether you believe in God or not, okay, let me be perfectly clear. You can be an atheist, you can be a non-believer, you can be whatever you want to believe, but still the truth is the truth. And God is the truth. He's the maker of the truth. He's the maker of this whole world. So everything that is good and everything that is truthful is God-given, period. And everything that is bad and sucks the life and flesh out of humans is demonic and satanic and of the occult. And anybody that tries to intimidate, dominate, or manipulate you is using witchcraft on you. And if you start realizing that and thinking that and putting that in the back burner, you're going to start realizing that everybody that you encounter outside is trying to do that to you. If it's not the car salesman, if it's not, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know, it just doesn't take much. It just doesn't take much. Anyways, personal relationship with God, that is something that I think people must be afraid of, is the only thing that I can think of. But the one thing that you have to remember is that he can see everything and he knows everything and he knows every single thought that you have thought. He knows single thing that you have done. And he knows every single thing that you are going to do. So think about that. But it's like, it's still a matter of, whether you believe it or not, it still exists that we were created for a specific purpose. We screwed up. There were penalties for that. And that's why Jesus came. So now that Jesus came, he created the opportunity for the Holy Spirit to indwell within us, because that's what he did to Jesus. And then Jesus passed it on to us. And the fact that basically I feel like God could put an eyeball in my stomach, and I don't like using an eyeball because that's so Illuminati stuff, but it's just like, well, like the angel and the devil on the shoulder. And people can relate to that a lot. But it's like, it's a constant battle, a spiritual battle. And they even do it in the cartoons. They even do it in the whispered in their ears. And the angels are yelling, and the demons are whispering. Everything's a secret. I think I found a sacrificial occult site behind my house up on the book cliffs, and I posted it on my TikTok. And I'm gonna do some more. My roommate has a friend that has an airplane, and we're gonna go up in the airplane and we're gonna go look at it, take some pictures. The dream, that's what it was. That dream, I was going to tell you about that dream. This dream I had was, I said, the water baby. But at some point, and I know Jaws was a big part of that. When the movie came out, I stayed out of the water after that. But then it got to the point to where it was getting weird after that, where it was like, I didn't trust the water. Now, I had been to, alone. Never alone. Never, never, never alone. I would never go alone, ever. That was one thing, the stipulation of going in the water. I would never go alone. There had to be other people. So I went to the lagoon in Salt Lake City, and then we have the, whatever the hell it's called in Denver, and those in the wave pool, and they make you tired and things like that. So, I'm very accustomed to swimming in the ocean and everything. But up to a certain point in my life, I was told by my gut to stay out of the frickin' water. And this dream, I was sleeping in this bed, and it was huge. It was a huge bed, like a white frame headboard or something, blue sheets. But I was in water in the room. The whole room was filled with water. And there wasn't, but there were heads of animals floating up from the bottom of the room to the top. And I didn't stay in long enough to watch it any longer than basically that. And knowing that, what I was seeing was animal heads. They weren't bloody or anything like that. But, excuse me, that was gross. Drink. I was really disturbed a long time about that. But what it was, get this, I am super into mud fossils. And, I mean, super into, I've done a few videos on YouTube. I've talked about it in a few of my videos. But I came to the conclusion that it was a dream that God was revealing to me about the mud fossils that I've been finding. Because, and this was like, and I can't even tell you how long ago it was. It was probably before I started finding the fossils. I knew about mud fossils, but I hadn't found any yet. So I had this dream in the water, the heads floating up. And what God revealed to me about the dream was, the Holy Spirit revealed to me about the dream, was that the heads were the fossils, the mud fossils that I had been finding, or that I would find. Because, I mean, now that I've done it and I look back, I know now what that dream represented. The Holy Spirit was revealing to me that God was getting ready to show me something very important about animal heads. And the water representation was the Great Flood, because that's how they were created. The mud fossils were created by the Great Flood or other great floods. And basically it's salt water or whatever liquid that a creature is trapped in, and the water gets it's salt water. It has salt in it too, and gets electricity, like lightning. And that's what created that. That's what created mud fossils. Was the lightning and the salt water and the other types of minerals and shit that was in the waters. But yeah, so that was like a pretty intense dream for me. But realizing what it was that God, it was flood water. It wasn't anything, I was going to be trapped in. I didn't feel like I was trapped. I was just laying on a bed, watching, this come up. But now it's like so profound because, I find them. I can't go. I haven't even gone out venturing into the outskirts of my town for fossils. I've found so many fossils just here in town because they don't tell us anything. They're hiding everything from us, you all. The rock quarries are graves. They're graveyards of dead creatures. I have found snakes, birds, lots and lots of birds, reptiles, lizard species we've never seen before. Basically dinosaurs is what I'm guessing they are. Fish. Yeah. I have a fish in my bathroom that is the complete fish, and then its tail flopped over on top of it. Some crazy shit. I don't like hot flashes. Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and end it there, and I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Well, I think I came on a little later tonight, but shooting for 5:30. And thanks so much, everybody, for coming in and joining me, and for stopping by and taking a watch. And I hope you come back, and I'll be back tomorrow. This is the Pistol Packing Patriot in Mesa County, Colorado. Thanks so much for joining me, y'all. Take care, and God's blessings to you. Take care. Oh, yeah, that's not working. I got to do it from over here. Sorry. I got to fix that. I think I need a new battery. Take care, everyone. Bye.